Welcome to Direct News with your host, Mike Odyssey. We are talking all things Nintendo Direct. Happy first day of June, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching us on X, watching us on YouTube, watching us on Twitch, I want to say welcome and I want to thank you for taking the time out to spend time with us and talk video games, because it is now the beginning of the most exciting season for us video game enthusiasts. And shout out to everybody here also on YouTube in the chat. If you are on X, if you're on Twitch, if you are on YouTube and you are you can actually send a message and I can see it, and I can also highlight it just like this. Hi, Blue. So make sure to also participate in the chat. Let me know what you think. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct. Are we getting a Nintendo Direct this week? We'll answer that question and many more on this episode of Direct News here on the Mike Odyssey channel. I'm live streaming to you from the corner of my bedroom, and so we'll be hopefully in the studio not next month, but the following month. We'll be in the brand new Odyssey Studios. I cannot wait to show you guys what I have planned for you. It's going to be a crazy experience, and I cannot wait to share more details with you. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Happy Monday, and it's June 1st. It's Monday, the first day of the week. Well, Sunday's first of the week, but Monday is the first day of the work week, and it's also the first day of the month, which is awesome. And so we are here talking all things Nintendo. All right, let's see here. Shout out to Jap3430. What's up? Shout out to Zalarath. Shout out to Texas Ranger. We got Blue in the house. We also have Elmer Fudd is in the house. Big fan, Elmer Fudd. We also got two to Ninja. Two-Toe Ninja. Oh, Two-Toe Ninja. Okay. Wait, Two-Toe Ninja. Is that the Ninja Turtles? Right? Do they have two toes? I think so. Yeah. And shout out to Janmar as well. Welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. It is an exciting season, and we're talking about Nintendo Direct. I hope we get a 3D Mario. Oof. You guys are just as excited as I am here. Jacob says, I hope we get a next 3D Mario reveal. Says here, you're the only person who got that. Hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. I was just trying to figure out what animal has two toes, and well, the Ninja Turtles do. Mario Maker 3. I would say Mario Maker 3D. Mario Maker 3D. Why? So that they can incorporate you making 3D worlds also. Can you imagine? Like they have Nintendo 64 3D Mario and all the assets from Nintendo 64. They have the Mario Sunshine. They have all the assets where you create your own Mario Sunshine game, and so forth with other 3D Marios, like Super Mario 3D World, having all these 3D assets alongside what they already have with the 2D, right? With the addition of Super Mario Wonder. And so that'll be fantastic and phenomenal. Can you imagine the hours and hours and hours of gameplay? If you go online and play other people's 3D worlds, that'll be incredible. So I'm with you. Mario Maker 3 is one that I would be extremely excited. I think as excited as a new 3D Mario. But if I come to think about it, yeah, 3D Mario, I love to play it. With the 3D Maker Mario, I'll probably spend more time playing that than the 3D Mario, because once I beat Mario, that's it. I beat it. But here I get levels, unlimited levels from unlimited people around the world, which is crazy, right? But yeah, I agree. I love 3D. I love Mario Maker. I hope we get the Super Mario 3D Mario Maker. Super Mario 3D Maker. Am I saying it right? Super 3D Mario Maker. Super 3D Mario Maker. Super Mario 3D Maker. I don't know. I just lose it there. Raphael is my favorite turtle. Well, my name is Mike, right? They used to call me Mikey when I was younger, and so Michelangelo has always been my favorite. Oh, by the way, my name is actually Michelangelo too. So it's Michael Angel, but they called me Michelangelo as a kid, and so yeah, I have to go with Michelangelo, right? He has my name. I can't. I have to, I gotta go with Mikey. I'm also first Dan Taekwondo instructor. So I'm also martial arts. I've been doing martial arts I don't talk about it a lot. I don't talk about it. I think that's something personal that I carry with me, but I am a black belt Taekwondo instructor, and something I keep close to my heart and close to my mind and stuff like that. So yeah. Dragon Ball Z got me more into martial arts. There's this movie Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer also got me more into martial arts. Jackie Chan with his movies got me into martial arts, and so as a kid, I did join martial arts, and I've been doing my martial arts basically all my life. I'm going back to do more, study more, and try to get a black belt somewhere else. Maybe in Aikido, or Jiu-Jitsu. Twilight Princess needs to come to Switch. I definitely believe that. It does. Now, look, I actually have all your chat on this side now with a big giant screen, but that I can also highlight, which is super cool. Thanks to StreamYard, they are improving the entire platform, and so now I can take your chat, put it on another screen, and blow it up so that I can see it better. And so yeah, we got Kevin here saying, wait, where is it? Kevin, I need something Zelda in my life ASAP. I agree. We all do. Mario Maker 3D, no brainer. Yep. Yes. Ocarina of Time remake. That is the one that, man, I'm really hoping is true. I'm really hoping that if true, Nintendo doesn't push it back just to mess with the leakers, right? But yeah. Says here, unfortunately, it will probably go on NSO, even though I would love a TP remake. Toilet paper remake? A toilet paper remake? I didn't know that was a game. All right, let's see here. Do you believe Nintendo Direct on June 4th? Yeah, we're gonna get right into that right now. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna make you guys wait. I've been like just kind of looking at the chat, saying hi to you guys. I'm reading your comments, answering your questions. But yeah, we're here for the news. You guys want to know about Nintendo Direct? What is that rumor about a Nintendo Direct on June 4th? Where did it come from? And is there more to add to it? And the answer to all those questions are yes. Let me go ahead and get that source right here so that I can show you guys the information for that super not super Nintendo Direct June 4th. Okay. This is something that I was able to seek clarification on earlier today, and I'm glad I did, so that I can bring you guys the most accurate information. Okay, I can bring you guys the most accurate information, and because this is the thing, some people are taking this Nintendo Direct June 4th to heart, and it's because, well, it came from a source that normally gives information, that provides information, but in this case, they weren't providing information. And so I'm not gonna make you guys wait. Let me answer this question first. Okay, will there be a Nintendo Direct? And I 100% believe that there will be. Okay, 100% believe that there will be. What kind of Direct do I think we will have? I 100% believe we will get a general direct, and it'll be 1 hour long with 15 minutes dedicated to the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, and then the rest of it as a general direct with the rest of the gaming lineup for this year and next year. And so, yes, I do believe there will be a Nintendo Direct. Now, will there be a Nintendo Direct this week on the 4th? I'll answer this first, and then I'll give you more information, okay? Now, let me go ahead and show you the source, because I think you guys are owed clarity and are owed the source, okay? And I want to go ahead and shout out for this Attack the Backlog, okay? Attack the Backlog. Shout out to Attack the Backlog for this. Now, here it is. Take a look at this, okay? This is where it comes from. So Attack the Backlog was on Andres Restart's podcast, okay? And let's go ahead and first read HMK. So whispers in the wind is that the supposed June Direct may be happening Thursday, June 4th, right within the Wild Boy week of Summer Game Fest shows. What do you think? All right. Now, that's what's been going around. Now, look at what Attack the Backlog said. All right. What was I saying? I don't know. If it's true, haven't heard the date yet. Just had a theory I was sharing with Andres that Sony announced their SOP, State of Play, early because they heard Nintendo were going before Summer Game Fest on the 4th or wanted to get in first. Was only a theory, not based on info. So what he was saying is that they had a theory, not that they had any information. They're like, maybe Sony, this is how they put it. Like, I'm paraphrasing. Maybe Sony heard that Nintendo was having a direct before Summer Game Fest, and they wanted to go ahead and do theirs first because Sony's State of Play is tomorrow, right? And so that is a theory that Attack the Backlog had, all right, that had to do with why Sony has their State of Play tomorrow. Not that he was stating that, oh, I have a source that told me that we're having a direct on the 4th. No, he wasn't saying that at all. You know, and it happens a lot with him. It happens a lot with Nash Vito. It happens a lot with even Nate the Hate. It happens a lot with people whose line of work, whose line of, like, you know, content creation lies within information that they share with the audience, right? That because they've had information in the past, people believe that everything they say is inside sourced, and it's not, you know. And let's see here. He was also saying that Andres was telling him that to make sure to tell people, hey, this is what I believe. This is not an inside source, and he was actually repeating it throughout the podcast that it was not something he heard. It's a speculation of his own, right? That maybe Sony heard that Nintendo was going on before Summer Game Fest, and it's not the case. Okay, so that is where we got the information. That is where we get the 4th. Okay, may the 4th, June the 4th, may the 4th be with you. Okay, so just a heads up. All right, Attack the Backlog wasn't trying to tell anybody that he had inside sources. He was just sharing his opinion, right, on why he believes Sony could have made the State of Play on the 2nd with this tomorrow. Okay, with this tomorrow. Now, I had a conversation with Attack the Backlog on X, right? And so what I told him, right, was that it doesn't make sense for Nintendo to have Summer Game Fest, or sorry, the Nintendo Direct right before Summer Game Fest, because Nintendo, not just Nintendo, but Sony, Xbox, right? They love to have their own space. Even Summer Game Fest, they love to have their own space to have some marketing going on and to have some media attention. Okay, so what happens if Nintendo gives their direct on the 4th? Well, Summer Game Fest is the very next day, and well, something could be announced in Summer Game Fest that overshadows what Nintendo had had released. And so that push, let's say on Twitter, you know how there's like a trending thing, that post that's trending, that it doesn't last that long. It just dies down really quickly. And so people start talking about the newer stuff instead of what was announced the day before. And that's how it is. We move on to from one thing to the next. And so if you look at the calendar now, look at Sony. Sony is going on the 2nd, right? There's 2 days. There's 3 days between Sony and Summer Games Fest. So Sony has 3 days to move up to trending and to move up to the headline saying Sony announced this happened in Sony State of Play. And so they have some time to market and to promote and to just push their announcements for those 3 days, right? Before the next big announcement comes. And then we have Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest, I'm pretty sure they have a crazy amount of announcements going on. Summer Game Fest is gonna be awesome. You know, shout out to Jeff Keighley. And so then after Summer Game Fest has 2 more days before the Xbox Presents. So in those 2 days, whatever was announced in Summer Games Fest is going to be trending. It's going to be out there. It's going to be able to reach out people. You know, it's going to be the talk, right? And then after that is the Xbox Presents on the 7th of June. Okay, on the 7th, and I believe Nintendo will go right after that. It will go at least 2 to 4 days after Xbox does their thing, right? You know why I believe this is the case? I don't think Nintendo wants to step on Xbox's toes, right? Right now they are collaborating. We have Call of Duty coming to Nintendo Switch 2, right? And so Nintendo is going to announce Call of Duty on the Nintendo Direct. It is going to be there because when they announced it on Twitter, they said there's more information to come. And so I'm sure they're going to have that as part of the Nintendo Direct. It's a big announcement. I'm sure we're going to have our own trailer for the game, maybe something controls and whatever. And so we're going to see that at the Nintendo Direct. And so right now, that's the way it's looking. There are no companies within these major showcases that are stepping on each other's foot. They're all giving their space to at least the day after or the following day to have some momentum, to have some trending time, right? So that people can kind of, oh wow, this is trending. This was yesterday. Let me go look at it, right? And so yeah, none of it is gonna be as tight as it people think it's gonna be, right? Xbox is going to 7th. Yep, you're right, Pokemon fan. And yeah, so the Nintendo Direct it's very unlikely that will be on the 4th. It's not going to be on the 4th. I can put the Nintendo Direct sometime next week. 11th, I would say. Between the 9th and the 11th. Shout out to Shilling Art. Shout out. Let's see here. We got Pokemon fan. We got Having Hope 5. Who else is in the house? Let's see here. If you guys want to shout out, then go ahead and then go ahead and just drop a comment. Drop something. All right. So that is the I think the clarification for the 4th of this month of June. Okay, on the 5th we have Summer Games Fest, so we know nothing is happening in that day. So yeah, on the 5th we have Summer Game Fest, so obviously nothing is happening on that day. Okay, and then we have the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow. I believe that every showcase will have at least some time to breathe. Okay, so the State of Play, we will be live streaming it here tomorrow. Sony State of Play, they will announce their games, right? I'm hoping for some Spider-Man 3 action. I know Wolverine is going to be there. And then they'll have 2 days to breathe and to just so people can kind of focus on those games, add to wish list and so much more. And then we have 3 days later, we have Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest will also be awesome. I hope it's going to be a great show. And they're going to have their announcements. Then they're going to have some breathing space so that people can kind of watch the show again, add their games to wish list, and mark calendars for release dates and all that stuff. 2 days later, we have Xbox. Is it Xbox Presents? Xbox. I don't know what it is. Xbox is going to take the stage on June 7th, and they're going to do their thing. They're going to have their showcase and announce their games. Then Xbox is also going to have some space and some breathing room, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 days, who knows? And then Nintendo is going to go and have their Nintendo Direct, and of course, Nintendo's going to have the rest of the breathing space and room because they're going to have the last day, the last day, you know. So yeah, tomorrow is the State of Play and Best Indie Game Showcase. Yes, I mean there's a lot of other presentations happening this week. And if you guys didn't know, we also have Indie Mania going on. Indie Mania is a show that I run alongside Paul Gale. Okay, it's called. This is our 3rd year running Indie Mania, and that will be on June 3rd. I'm sorry, July 3rd. We're gonna give you guys some breathing room between showcases because there are a lot of showcases happening in this week, and so we decided to do July 3rd. Our Indie Mania is always going to be in July. We're going to keep it in July, and that way we give some space for people to enjoy all the announcements, and then we're going to hit the floor running with Indie Mania in July. We're also planning on adding 2 more shows. We're planning on doing an Indie Mania Spring Edition, Indie Mania Summer Edition, and Indie Mania Winter Edition. The spring and the winter edition are going to be like an hour long. The summer edition is going to be like 2 to 3 hours to 4 hours long. So the bigger one is going to be in summer. But we're planning on adding 2 more shows, 2 more Indie Mania shows, smaller shows, one in the winter season. I can say maybe October, November, towards the holiday season. And then one towards the beginning of the year also, maybe February or March. But that's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the cool thing coming up. So man, I'm excited. We are in the most exciting season for gamers around the world. Hopefully you guys, a lot of your wish lists come to pass. I know you guys have anticipation for games coming up. GTA 6 is one that people are highly anticipating. We don't know whether it's going to come to Switch 2. Who knows? It'll be big if it does. I saw Wolverine. Wolverine is another one. They've already announced it's going to be part of the State of Play. So tomorrow we will see Wolverine. Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends something. It's a remaster or remake of Rayman Legends. Yeah, so we got here Loud Boys says he wants God of War spin-off, Persona 6, Legend of Rayman, Marvel Wolverine, Blood Mess Gate, and many other more to expect. That's a big lineup, bro. That's a lot already. That's insane. That is a lot already. Says here, hi Mike, got some interesting news for you after interacting with Nate the Hate. Yeah, go ahead and send me a DM on X if you want to share anything. Let's see here. So yeah, again, I want to clarify. Attack the Backlog did not say that there will be a for Direct, he was speculating, and he was just talking to Andres Restart. He was saying, "Hey, what if Sony did this because they heard this, right?" So it's in a speculative mode, not saying, "Hey, I heard about this was happening." No, he said, "I what if this is happening because of this?" It's something that he was talking about to himself with Andre, and it wasn't based on any. So there is no that kind of squashes the Nintendo Direct rumor out there that kind of was born out of this, when obviously Attack the Backlog did not say there will be a June Direct on the 4th. He was just speculating that maybe Sony did this because of that. So it's not really a thing. So if you're just arriving, if you're just joining us, welcome. And just to let you guys know ahead of time, yep, June 4th is not a contender date for the Nintendo Direct. This was only mentioned in speculation based on other news. So, but that is not to say that there won't be a Nintendo Direct. We will have a Nintendo Direct, and I believe it's going to be next week. I believe it's going to be next week, right after the Xbox presentation, at least 2 days after, you know. And so, yeah. And it doesn't make sense. Again, it doesn't make sense for Nintendo to have their Direct so close to Summer Game Fest, because they will up their time. They'll be giving up their time with the media, you know. And so let me go ahead and get let's see. All right, so here we have my response to Attack the Backlog, which he agreed to. We are in agreement about this kind of explanation of why Nintendo wouldn't be having a Nintendo Direct in, you know, on the 4th. So this is what I told him. I said, "Yep, they took that theory because it was a theory and ran with it hard. I don't see it happening, since Nintendo likes their space. Going right before Summer Game Fest doesn't make sense marketing wise, since it won't allow them to dominate the news after the event. And every company, after they have an event, they want to dominate the news for a little bit before any major announcement is announced after that, right? Imagine Nintendo going on the 4th, and then all of a sudden they have almost no time dominating the news because something bigger was announced at Summer Game Fest. And I know for us fans, there's nothing bigger than Nintendo, but for the world itself, for the media, for those covering more than one console, for those covering more than one piece of news, it's important to have space so that they can kind of just focus on one piece of news before they move on to the next. So if Nintendo goes in the 4th, they're not going to have any media time. They're not going to have a lot of media time. They're not going to have a lot of time dominating the news. You know, for us, we're going to be stuck on it. But I'm talking generally, and this is what Nintendo really wants to dominate the news in a general sense, right? They are catering to us fans, but they're also catering to those who don't own a Nintendo Switch, those who own a PlayStation, an Xbox, and Steam, and they want them to be aware of what Nintendo is doing. Hey, look what we got over here. You want to come to the party? And so having their Direct on Summer Games Fest Eve, it's not gonna work out that way, right? Earlier in today's live stream, I said you look at the play on June 2nd, which is tomorrow. This allows them 3 days before Summer Games Fest to have the media attention. So having tomorrow the State of Play allows them 3 days to dominate the news with State of Play games presented. And that's what Sony wants. Sony wants to dominate the news for a couple of days in the video game industry to unless a huge indie game drops, in one of these shows that people just go nuts over, then that's another story. But Sony, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, they want to dominate the news for a little bit. And I think that having the State of Play right before Summer Games Fest, at least 3 days before, allows them just that, to dominate the news a little bit, and for it to die down. Summer Game Fest then goes on the 5th, and then they have 2 days to dominate the news with Summer Game Fest announcements, and then the following presentation will be Xbox on the 7th, which again, I believe Nintendo will allow Xbox to dominate the news just a little bit, right? I know there was this argument out there that Xbox was going to add logos from PlayStation and Nintendo to their Xbox Presents to be more transparent on where the games were going to go, but the Xbox fans got upset. they hit back hard, and then they kind of, I don't know, forced, I would say forced, because right now Xbox and their leadership are bending to the will of the fans, and so they want to make the fans happy. And when the fans said, I'm not happy that you're going to show a PlayStation logo on an Xbox Presents or a Nintendo logo, they took it back right away. 2 seconds earlier, they took it back. And so they're not going to show logos anymore on the Xbox presentations, which is kind of sad, right? Because but it really doesn't make any difference, because all they have to do is just say, here, we're going to announce this game. It's also coming to PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo Switch too. So when the event Xbox Presents is done, you guys can publish it on your social media. Nintendo, you can publish it saying it's coming to Switch 2, and Sony, you can publish it after our event saying it's coming to PlayStation as well. So it really doesn't make a big deal of it. But the whole thing here is I'm looking at this with the marketing mind, right? You have to look at things with in the marketing standpoint. Like, does Nintendo really want to be overshadowed by not only not only the Nintendo, I mean, the Summer Game Fest, but also Xbox Presents? I think Nintendo wants to be last. They want to, you know what I mean? So, all right, let's see here. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm catching up on the chat here because I think there's a. All right, so we got. I do believe 3D Mario will be in this upcoming Nintendo Direct. By the way, I do believe it will be. Nate the Hate News. I had the chance to ask Nate the Hate of 3D Mario tease as possible for the next Direct. His exact words: I have not discussed nor shared any opinion on where a reveal could happen this year. I think I'd save that talking point for a Direct predictions episode. Okay, so basically, it's not even that he knows, is that he doesn't want to share. He doesn't want to share anything on social media because he feels that will help his channel get more engagement if he waits to share that for a future presentation. You know, if he waits to share that for a Nintendo Direct episode, which I'm sure he's planning. So even if he says it's a Direct predictions episode, predictions are not sources say, okay? A prediction is an opinion. A prediction is just a speculation. So if he says that he doesn't want to share his opinions on social media because he just wants to save them for a future episode of a predictions episode, that means that he just wants to make sure that he doesn't jeopardize that video. He doesn't want to share that information until he makes that video. He wants you to go look at the video. And I wouldn't blame him because he's a content creator just like everybody else. You know? So yeah. So seems as if he's hinting at it, definitely a subject he wants to talk about very soon. Yeah, but it's not really nothing. Like, because what he said here is that I have not discussed nor shared any opinion. Okay, I have not discussed or shared any opinion. So he tell you there it's on whether a reveal could happen this year. So it's like he hasn't shared an opinion on that yet. It's not that, and if he has not shared an opinion on it, he's definitely not heard anything because he's willing to share an opinion on it. And he said he was going to save that opinion for a discussion for our predictions episode, which is what it is. You know, a predictions episode is based on opinions. It's not on fact. So yeah, but thank you for sharing that. Yeah. So again, our predictions episode is not it's based on speculation. Okay, it's based on speculation. We have ATB in the chat. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Attack the Backlog. We just clarified what you and Andre were talking about with everybody. And so yeah, because a lot of people are taking it out of context. So we just clarified your statement, which is not that you said there will be a Nintendo Direct, but that you were speculating on the fact that the reason why Sony decided to do their presentation tomorrow on the 2nd. And so yeah. But it happens when people with information, people with sources say anything, people take it for gospel. They kind of don't really hear the sentence completely as a speculation. They kind of assume, wait, if this person is saying it, then it has to be this. And so yeah. But we are going to get a Nintendo Direct. That is for sure. There is no question about whether it's going to be a direct, a full direct, or a general direct, or a partner showcase. It's going to be a general direct. Furukawa, during his meeting, did say they have a robust lineup of games coming to Nintendo Switch for the second half of 2026. So that in itself is exciting news. Wait, this is the one. There you go. So that in itself is exciting news for Nintendo, right? We know it's a general direct because Furukawa said they have a robust lineup of games ready to be in soon. All right, soon. Another piece of information that Furukawa said that could point to a possible Wind Waker on Nintendo Switch and maybe a Nintendo Switch 2 version of it. Not Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, is that they're going to continue to support the Nintendo Switch with games. That's something that they kind of went back on what they said, because this was supposed to be the last year for Nintendo Switch games. 2026, right? 2027 was going to be full Nintendo Switch 2, which is why I believe they have Pokemon Winds in 2027. Pokemon Winds is a massive title, which will be a system seller, and most likely will get a whole bunch of people to migrate to Switch 2. And so 2027 was supposed to be the year that they went full on Nintendo Switch 2, but because of the world conditions and everything that's happening around the world with the chip shortage, the price hikes, they look like they've decided to kind of extend the support to current Nintendo Switch owners who have not yet upgraded, just to keep them happy, you know, which is smart thing to do. And so yeah. All right, so what do we got so far? We have tomorrow state of play for Sony. On the 5th, we have Summer Games Fest alongside a whole bunch of other showcases. Today we had a mix indie showcase. This was a Kind of Funny Games showcase, mix summer games, whatever. Forgot the name of it. I know it's called Mix. And they had a presentation today. We have tomorrow State of Play. Friday we have the Summer Game Fest alongside. Then we have Day of the Devs after that, and some other presentations, all the way to the 7th for Xbox, which is a Sunday. They're having their presentation on the Sunday, and so that leaves that week completely free for Nintendo to have theirs. Now, Nintendo could have their presentation either on Tuesday, June 9th, Wednesday, June 10th, or Thursday, June 11th. Okay? Don't rule out Friday because they've had a presentation on Friday before. Although that was because Mario Day fell. The anniversary of Mario fell on a Saturday, so they decided to have it on a Friday the day before. They give us a full hour direct. It was a full hour direct. It was a full hour direct with 15 minutes of Mario, then the 45 of Nintendo Direct. So yeah, it could be the 9th, the 10th, or the 11th of next week. You know, either way, it's very soon. Either way, the time is almost up. We're just about there. The excitement is getting bigger and bigger. I'm excited for all consoles. I'm excited for PlayStation tomorrow. I cannot wait. I do own a PlayStation. Summer Game Fest. I'm excited for another year. This is year 7 of Summer Game Fest. And so I'm looking forward to those announcements. I'm excited for Xbox on the 7th. They're under new management. And so hopefully we will see what this looks like. I think this is the first Xbox event presentation since the new leadership took over. Let me know in chat if I'm mistaken of that, but I believe it is the very first presentation. I think we will see. I think we'll see big things. I'm excited to see what they have planned. Ever since she took over, I think it's Sasha. I think is her name, Sasha. She's done a whole lot already, and of course, culminating with the main event for us Nintendo fans, the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct, of course, the Legend of Zelda 40th anniversary is here, and I just can't wait, man. I can't wait to see what they have. It's gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. I have to have Attack the Backlog on a one-on-one conversation one of these days on the channel. So free up your schedule, free up your calendar, ATB. I'm gonna message you so we can have a chat. We can have a chat about the future of video games. My sister's birthday. Oh wow! Happy birthday to your sister. Wiki 12. That's nice. Nintendo Direct. Yep, it's gonna happen. Just another Star Fox remake. That's a good name. That is a good screen name. Just another Star Fox remake. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Star Fox remake because I played the Nintendo 64 version, but I didn't really get into it too much. But yeah, it's hilarious. All right, so what games? What gives? What about the World Cup? Let's see here. Something about prediction. I just like what games do you predict for August? Oh yeah, well there is no game in August. You're right. Fire Emblem. Maybe Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, because that game is the one that has been announced already without a release date. So I think that maybe Fire Emblem could take the place in August, since people are already expecting that game, right? It's not that Nintendo just announced it. They know it's coming. All they're going to do is announce Fire Emblem, announce a special edition Fire Emblem with an art book, with some type of statue amiibo, some collectible stuff, special edition. One little fun fact: there has never been a mainline Fire Emblem game outside of a Nintendo Direct. Did you know that? Did you know that? Ever since Nintendo Direct started, there has never been a mainline, not Warriors, not remake, not remastered, not rebuttal, not retooled, a mainline Fire Emblem game outside of a Nintendo Direct, meaning the announcement for a release date has always been in a Nintendo Direct. The announcement for a reveal always been on Nintendo Direct when it comes to a mainline Fire Emblem game. Nintendo loves that franchise, and they hold that franchise in very high esteem. So they want to make sure they have the most eyeballs on them when they announce things related to Fire Emblem. And they will announce Fire Emblem, mark my words, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and a special collection edition, a collector's edition of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. The Weave is coming back. August is Super Metroid Remake. I was never on board with the Super Metroid Remake. Super Metroid Remake. I mean, I would not complain about that at all. I'd love to see one. Ooh, but yes, Having Hope 5. I am on board with this one. I'm on board with this one. Zelda movie trailer announcement. Let's go ahead and break it down. Let's break down the predictions. Let's go ahead and break down the first line of predictions, okay? All right, let's break down the first line of predictions. Let me do something here quickly. And all right. So Entrop. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do this in a fun way. We have to have fun when we do this announcement presentation. And so I'm going to do this in a fun way. Let's have our Nintendo Direct. Let's do it. Okay, let's have our Nintendo Direct. Let me go ahead and share my screen here, because the Nintendo Direct is about to start. And we are going to have our Nintendo Direct and predict it at the same time. You guys ready? Let me know if you guys are ready, and we will predict our Nintendo Direct right now. We're going to predict it. So let me know if you guys are ready, and we will predict this Nintendo Direct right now, but in Nintendo Direct form or fashion or way. Like, there we go. Okay. All right. You guys ready? See, yeah. Your body is ready? All right, let's do it. Okay. All right. The Nintendo Direct has just started. Yo, welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. Wonder with the squad, like Xeno Blade. Mario, we on a new way. Yo, huh. The Nintendo Direct is starting now. Hey. All right, welcome to the Nintendo Direct 2026. I am your host, whomever Kawa. Today, we will be presenting a lineup of games coming in the rest of 2026 and in the first half of 2027. But before we get into that, we'd like to wish The Legend of Zelda a 40th anniversary. The Legend of Zelda a very happy anniversary. 40 years in the making. Furukawa, are you here? No? Shintaro Furukawa? No. I'm sorry, guys. Shintaro Furukawa is not here. Oh, hi, Miyamoto. Would you like to take it away? Okay. Give it up for Miyamoto. Okay, calm down, guys. All right, Miyamoto. Hello, guys. I am Miyamoto. I would like to thank everyone for supporting The Legend of Zelda for 40 years. For 40 years, we've gathered. We went to Hyrule. We beat Ganon once and over again. We've flown to the sky. We went underground, and we did a whole bunch of stuff. Like so much. Like a lot. And so it is now time to celebrate the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. And what better way than to take a beloved franchise that we played over the years and bring it to life. Without further ado, I introduce to you the president of Sony Pictures. Blurpity 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 blurp. And he's here. Hi, I am the Sony president, and I am so happy here to be with you guys in this Nintendo Direct. We are excited to share with you some news of the upcoming Legend of Zelda live action movie. Production has now completed. It is in the editing stages, and we will now show you what we've been working on, starting with the cast of the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda. I'm Googling it as we speak. Googling. Of the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. Without further ado, I introduce to you the actor that will be playing Princess Zelda, the talented Bo Bragatson. Hi, I'm Bo. Nice to meet y'all. I'll be playing Zelda. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, now, without further ado, I will introduce to you the person who will be playing Link, Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. Hey, yo, what's up, yo, man? I am Benji. They call me Benji. Somebody call me Evan. Some people call me Ainsworth. You call me Link because I'm going to be playing Link in the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. Thank you for inviting me, Miyamoto. Thank you, Sony President Blurpity Blurp. We are here having fun. Thank you, Benjamin. Now, without further ado, what is one of the main characters everybody has been looking forward to seeing, and who will be playing this character? Ganon or Ganondorf. Who will play Ganondorf? Without further ado, the person who will be playing Ganondorf. Hi, I'm Jason Momoa. I like playing Jason Momoa. I just finished doing the Minecraft movie too, and I was Aquaman. I was Aquaman for a bit until I got fired, and now I'm Lobo. I'm Lobo, and Supergirl movie coming out in a couple of days now. My name is Jason Momoa, and you know, I can't find my glasses. But yo, get some tequila on me. Hawaii, Anoa, yeah. It's me, Jason Momoa. I'll be playing Ganondorf, by the way. Yeah. Back to you, Blurpity Blurp, and what's up, Furu who? Miyamoto. That's you. Okay, Miyamoto. Thank you, Jason Momoa as Ganon. You I hope you guys you do a good job. Remember Ganondorf, Remember, guys, Ganondorf is a Gerudo, and nobody looks more like a Gerudo than that guy. That guy looks like a Gerudo. He looks like one. And so we don't have to put any makeup on him or anything like that. Just kind of paint him a little green makeup or kind of brownish, kind of, you know. And then he's Ganon. We color his hair red, and he's there. So we have 2 more actors to introduce for the Legend of Zelda live action. Actually, 3 more actors to introduce. The actors that will be playing Impa. I forgot her name. Her name is Impa, the lady from Severance, the show. Hi, I am the lady from Severance, the show. I will be playing Impa, and I hope you guys like my Impa presentation and my Impa acting and my Impa improvisation, because I have no lines. I have to improvise everything I said improvise everything I said in the movie, because they did not give me any lines. So yeah, I'm Impa. Impa. Thank you, Impa. And don't tell them you improvise things, because we gave you lines. You had enough lines. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, without further ado, a beloved character throughout the Legend of Zelda franchise. He's been there very still. He's been in one of your favorite games. He's wise. He's great. He's big. He's green and brown. Playing Deku Tree is Morgan Freeman. Hi, I am Morgan Freeman. I will be playing the Great Deku Tree in the live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. I studied all my life, because I am this slow talking person. The Great Deku Tree is my lifelong playing, because I am Morgan Freeman, and I will be playing the Great Deku Tree. Again, I'm Morgan Freeman. Don't forget that. And I will be playing the great, wonderful, fantastical Great Deku Tree. Thank you. All right, thank you, Morgan Freeman, for playing the Great Deku Tree. We couldn't find anybody else, so he volunteered. And so, hey, I did not volunteer. You called me. Well, okay, we could say that. So yeah, he is gonna be playing the Great Deku Tree. Everyone, it's gonna be amazing. Morgan Freeman is an icon. Guy has it. The voice, irreplaceable. And now he will be immortalized in the Legend of Zelda live action movie of The Legend of Zelda. Am I still live? For in production, several hallucination effects. And post comments. Am I still live? Was I kicked out because of the direct presentation thing? Let me know, chat, if I'm still alive, because I can't see any movement. And yes, I'm still alive. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So, without further ado, I will present to you the person that will be playing Navi. Navi, the Navigator. Navi, the Navigator. Without further ado, here she is, Navi. I forgot her name. What's a good name for Navi? So yeah, I don't think they have casted Navi yet. I think they're just gonna use anybody they find to play Navi, and they're having trouble finding who to cast for Navi. But Navi's gonna be in the movie also, you know. So that's going to be the Legend of Zelda live action presentation. We will also see a teaser trailer of the movie. And it'll be in the voice of Morgan Freeman. I am the Great Deku Tree. I have lived thousands of years, and now I need help. Someone has poisoned my branches. Someone has poisoned my tree. There is a boy sleeping in the desert or in some village somewhere. Navi, can you go and wake him up? Navi, I can't. I don't have an alarm clock. Just go and wake him up. He does not have a fairy, and so you shall be his fairy, Navi. Why do I have to do it? Why can't Jonah do it? He's not doing anything. Navi, because I asked you to do it. Stop talking back to me, Navi. I want you to be his fairy. But why? Why me? Because you're the only one here. If he was here, I would have asked him, but he's not. He's over there. And I am too tired to go over there and ask him. And you're here, right next to me. So you are going to be his fairy. Fine. Okay, so then Navi goes and wakes up Link, and then that's hey, and that's when the logo is going to come up in the movie and says The Legend of Zelda, not Ocarina of Time. Random story, very 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 similar to Ocarina of Time, but it's not to be confused with Ocarina of Time. There's Navi, there's a sleeping Link, but there's always a sleeping Link in every game. So Link is always sleeping for some reason in every single game, and so yeah. That's where we are going to. That's where we're gonna. Lizzo could be the Great Fairy. She could. Sandra Bullock as Navi. So yeah, I believe that the first part of the Legend of Zelda, or a little teaser trailer, will be shown along with the cast members. Remember, guys, we're kind of less than a year away from the movie coming out, so expect Nintendo to give us the first 15 minutes of The Legend of Zelda 40th anniversary with a little bit dedicated to the movie, and then the rest for video games and some Zelda merch and activities they're going to have on NSO and so on. So yeah, expect that. I would set my expectations mid at a mid level, not too high, not too low, mid. That way, there's really if it's bad, you're not falling that much. If it's high, you can just kind of it's easy to get up there. So set your expectations at a regular level, not too high, not too low. But yeah, expect the 40th anniversary of Zelda. It's gonna be great. After that, then we're going to get into the General Direct, where Nintendo will give us information on the upcoming games for the rest of the year, including Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which I believe could be for August. We're probably gonna have maybe Luigi's Mansion 4 for October. August, we need September. For September, we'll probably have Ocarina of Time remake for September. And then we have November. And I don't know because Nintendo hasn't announced anything for November yet. So then we have November and December. Nintendo can go December without a game, or they can go with the game. They've had the Decembers in the past where they have not given us a game in December. So it's up in the air. We don't know whether we will get a game in December, but I'm for sure gonna tell you we might see a teaser trailer to the next 3D Mario, but for next year. And this would actually fall in line if they announce it this year. The normal amount of days that Nintendo would actually allow to pass between the reveal of a certain game, a Mario game, and the release date is around 300 days. 300 days. Okay? 300 days. So we could very well see a Mario, a 3D Mario teaser in this direct, and then the game releasing maybe sometime in March or April of next year. So there's a big chance. There's a big probability that we will get a 3D Mario announced a teaser for the next 3D Mario. Not for this year, but for next year. Mario Kart DLC would be a dream. Hopefully Nintendo follows through. But remember what they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? They did not do anything with it until the very end. Until the very end, where they gave us all those waves. You know, like the last 2 years of the Switch. Last 2 years, I would say, yeah, the last 2 years, 2-3 years, they gave us all those waves, but they did not do anything with Mario Kart at all until the very end. They could be doing the same exact thing with Mario Kart World. You know, there's just leave it how it is. And then 5-6 years from now, they'll just do a lot of waves of Mario Kart World, adding a whole bunch of things, you know? All right, let's see here. We got Bradley Taylor sharing some information. They say, hey, man, I got to see the Nintendo Direct website updated 1 hour ago. Check on Google if you don't believe me. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. That means that we could be getting that Nintendo Direct next week. Next week. Let's see here. Ooh, this one right here. This one right here. So many people are going to be upset. I'm being sarcastic. People are going to be crazy excited for the DS. I've been predicting that the DS since the Nintendo Switch 2 came out. You know, and so hopefully Nintendo can honor that. DS on NSO with the second screen. That will be fantastic. That will be amazing. Okay, let's see here. Music. All right. All right, let's see here. I'm going through the chat right now. So my big 3 games for this year, I'll say 4 games for this year. Number 1, Luigi's Mansion 4. Number 5. Oh wait, I said 4 games. And I'm counting 5. Number 1, Luigi's Mansion 4. Number 2, I would say a 3D Mario. 3D Mario Maker. 3D Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker, right? Super Mario 3D Maker. Number 3, maybe a top-down Zelda. Well, actually, the Zelda game, just because it's coming this year, apparently. Number 4, I would like to see. Let's see here. And I'm talking this first party games. This I'm going first party. I know there's a lot of other games coming out this year. Batman. I'm looking forward to Batman. I have to wait for the Switch to play it. Thank you, chat. But first party titles: Luigi's Mansion 4, Mario Maker 3D. I think those 2 will be crazy good. The Zelda game, and then one more title. I would have to say maybe a 3. I can't say. I was gonna say a port to the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm gonna go ahead and do Twilight Princess. I'm gonna wish it into existence. You know, Animal Crossing, my Delulu dreams come true. So, I'll say Twilight Princess, and Twilight Princess HD. For Nintendo Switch, and maybe they could have a Nintendo Switch 2 version with 4K resolution, you know, or 1080 or 1080p 120 frames per second. So anything is possible. The cool thing is the most exciting part is that we are just days away. We are just days away from the Nintendo Direct. We're no longer months away. We are days away from the upcoming Nintendo Direct. And it's exciting now. We are entering exciting moments. Just today, we had that mixed presentation for games. Tomorrow, we have the State of Play, which, by the way, Make sure to subscribe, hang out, because we're gonna be streaming it. Summer Game Fest is around the corner with Jeff Keighley. Then we have the very next 2 days. We have the Xbox Presents, and then that week we'll have the Nintendo Direct, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fantastic. My wallet is already suffering. My wallet is already shaking. It's not. I think it needs therapy because it's gonna be a crazy season. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. Kirby maybe, but we did get a Kirby game this year, right? Kirby Air Riders. We got Kirby Air Riders. It was this year, right? I don't remember if it was this year or not. Kirby Air Riders. Which, by the way, that is a massive game in itself. That's a massive game. Rip our wallets. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. So to recap, there is a rumor out there that a Nintendo Direct is happening on the 4th. Nope, this is not true. This came from a speculation video or a collaboration between RTB, Backlog, or ATB, and Andres Restart, where they were speculating on the reason why Sony decided to go on the 2nd, which is tomorrow. Maybe they're going second because Nintendo's gonna go ahead, and so that they just kind of speculated. People took it and ran with it, and so the air has been cleared. And it doesn't make sense because Nintendo, every major company right now, Sony right now has tomorrow, and then they have 2 days so that the media can pick up their information to run the news. Then we have Summer Games Fest, and they have a couple days to be on top of the media, be on top of the news, and then we have on a Sunday Xbox, and they have a couple days to be on top of the media and top of the news, and then Nintendo will take the stage, and then the media and the news will be covering them. So it's like they're giving each other a little space, a little breathing space, so that the media can cover their announcements, and not miss anything. So it's a good strategy. I think in this case, the companies are working together to make sure that they, nobody steps on anybody's toes, especially when now we got Call of Duty on Nintendo Switch 2, and Nintendo will show that game in the upcoming Nintendo Direct. They did mention they had more information to share in a future date, and I believe that future date will be next week's Nintendo Direct with all the goodies that Nintendo has planned for us. So right now, save your money. Go find your wallet because it's probably running away from you. Go put it on the leash. Ooh. Also, Black Voices in Gaming tomorrow. I did not know about this one, and I'm gonna go catch it too. Really awesome. And we have so many amazing presentations happening. So many amazing presentations happening, and I cannot wait to see what's in store. But I'm excited. I am super excited, and I just can't hide it. Yep, Xbox Game Show is the 7th. It is the 7th. Yep, it's on Sunday. Yeah, we actually just covered that. It says Cobra Mario 64. I like the name, Cobra Mario 64. Yeah, so we actually just covered that just now. The rumor of the Nintendo Direct happening happening on the 4th is not real. It's not a real rumor. It came from a misunderstanding of something that Attack the Backlog said when they were collaborating with Andres Restart. He was giving his opinion on and speculating on why Sony is having their presentation on the 2nd, and maybe that Sony probably heard that Nintendo is having their direct sooner, so they decided to do it sooner than them, and so that's where that came from. It's not that he heard that they will be a Nintendo Direct on the 4th. They were just speculating on why Sony decided to do their event so soon tomorrow, before Summer Games Fest. And so that's the whole thing about that. So yeah, no Nintendo Direct happening this week. Next week is when everyone is expecting the Nintendo Direct to be, right? Next week. So yeah, that's the latest on that. Next month, my most intimate game comes out. Ew. My wallet went flat and flew out the window. Yeah. I don't even know where my wallet is. Oh, there it is. My wallet is right here. Look at my wallet right there. You know why I got this wallet? First thing, because I love Nintendo. I want to remind myself, hey, guess what? This wallet, the money in here, is for Nintendo. It's to buy video games. But yeah, that's my wallet. Not going anywhere. I have an eye on my wallet. Not going anywhere. Yeah. That's the Yoshi Chups. This will be amazing. I think this could be great if Nintendo decides to give us DLC this year for Mario Kart World. Enough that it feels like a new game. I think they could use Mario Kart World to continue selling systems later this year. Maybe also lower the price from $80 to $70, and then $60 for digital. But I do believe that if they do Mario Kart World and the DLC is good and substantial, it could be great. It could be very, very great. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the love on my wallet. Oh, Yoshi. So yeah, I would love to see Mario Kart. No, not Mario Kart World. Yoshi, not Yoshi. Mario Kart World. Whoever said Mario Kart World was delayed to 2027, don't believe it. Let Nintendo themselves talk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Has not said it. Why would a game that is already out be delayed? I don't get it. DLC? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think the DLC is also delayed either. Do. So I was also testing my live stream because I am planning on playing some games with you guys. Has anybody kept up with Mina the Hollower? Anybody playing Mina the Hollower? Because I was thinking of maybe playing that game on stream with you guys. Mina the Hollower. I started playing it. I haven't gotten yet to the first boss, but I started playing it. And then I paused and said, maybe the chat maybe we could play this on live stream. So I have Mina the Hollower. You guys wanna, if that's a game that you guys would like to see live streamed. Because I want to give that game a lot of love because it's an indie game. You guys know how I feel about indie games. Hello, I run Indie Mania next month. Indie to the Mania, it's happening. One second here, real quickly. You got that, okay. So yeah, let me know if that is the game that you guys would like to see. The Hollower. Celia B. No, Nintendo will not announce. I don't believe Nintendo will announce the direct tomorrow. We have a state of play happening tomorrow. Let's see here. Let me update the banner real quickly here. This banner. All right. No direct this week. Next week for sure. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Next week for sure. So we have that. We have that going. Let's see here. Let's do a quick roundup of the news. I know there's a couple of stories here that I wanted to go over. All right, so yeah, we should be hearing something soon about Rayman Legends Retold. That is the name of the remake for Legend. I think it's a remake or remaster. A remaster for Rayman Legends. That game already looked great. I'm sure it's gonna look even better. So Rayman Legends Retold is the name. It feels like a Retold, feels like a remake, right? Retold, like they're retelling a story. Maybe it's a remaster. But yeah, it's Rayman Legends Retold. Then we also have Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch 2 is a key card. I mean, I already own Sonic Frontiers for Switch, so hopefully maybe the upgrade fee is free or it's very small. Then we have Stray for Nintendo Switch 2 is now available. If you own Stray on Nintendo Switch, then you get a free update to a Nintendo Switch 2 version digitally. Even if you own it physically, you have to insert the cartridge and you can go ahead and download the free version of the Switch 2 edition. Minecraft for Nintendo Switch 2 edition has been rated by the ESRB. Interesting, right? So Minecraft for Nintendo Switch 2 has been rated. So I'm guessing you get a Minecraft with higher resolutions, better frame rates, you know? So there you have it. If you are a Minecraft player, there is a new Switch 2 edition of Minecraft coming very, very soon. We also have a game here called Dragon Prince co-creator. Dragon Prince co-creator joins the Overwatch team, reigniting hopes for animation. All right, so we got the animation for Overwatch being reignited. All right, so Jet Set Radio leaker has leaked Sonic, Ace Attorney, Persona, and Crazy Taxi information. You guys want to hear about that? Let's go ahead and hear about this because I saw Persona in the chat. I think you guys want to know about that. Let's go ahead and get that information here. It says the insider who leaked the short Jet Set Radio trailer has returned with some of the new nuggets of information about key Sega and Atlas franchises. These nuggets of information include the news that a new Ace Attorney coming this year and a Metaphor ReFantazio port is in the works for Nintendo Switch 2. Here is what he shared on X. Persona is coming to Fortnite. I repeat, Persona is coming to Fortnite. There will be an announcement for Sonic this year. Claims the new Sonic model, described as great improvement. Says he heard about Sonic in Fortnite, but never again. Isn't confident about enough. A new character in Jet Set Radio called Sierra. A new Ace Attorney game is being announced this year. A larger trailer for the JSR is in the works, except from the one he leaked. Shared a leaked image of a new Street of Rage. Ooh, Street of Rage. Metaphor ReFantazio port for Nintendo Switch 2 in the works. We got Crazy Taxi will release before Jet Set Radio. Then we have Phantasy Star Online 3 in development. A new Puyo Puyo game next year. Puyo. I don't know. When asked if there is a FEMC in Persona 6, he said, kinda. Shared a leaked image of Miku coming to PSX as part of the anniversary celebration. So there you have it. That is all the information that a leaker shared about games, video games. All right, let's see if we have any other information here that is relevant and exciting. Okay. As of yesterday, the Super Mario Galaxy movie has crossed 991 million at the box office. They're only what 9 million away from a billion. Interesting. Latest Famitsu readers most wanted games. Okay, so there's a new detailed leak for a Rayman Origins Enhanced. So another remake, a remaster of Rayman Origins will be $20 on the eShop. That's not bad. That's actually very good. IGN accidentally leaks Chronos Lazarus in a new article. Game Society Live. Whoa, interesting. All right, let's see here. Oh, by the way, we recently got a Call of Duty announcement for Nintendo Switch 2, which is super awesome. But what if I told you that is not the only Nintendo Switch 2, which is super exciting to me? Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 remasters have been rated and could be coming very soon. So we could be getting more Call of Duty games on Nintendo Switch 2. Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 have been rated remastered and could be coming very soon. Now these two games you could expect them to be on the Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe announced around the same time as the new Call of Duty. Not really, not a lot of time paid to this. Just saying, by the way, also we're getting Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and that could be shadow dropped, right? Because the other one is coming on October 23rd, so they could shadow drop Call of Duty Black Ops and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 remasters on Nintendo Switch on the same day, on whenever the direct is announced. And Nintendo is working on a huge batch of backwards compatibility for Nintendo Switch 2. It looks like a lot of games needed bugs. Not bugs, they needed fixes to the bugs. And so that's what they're doing. Oh, by the way, hello. Exactly what I said would happen happened. Let me go ahead and share the screen with you guys, because exactly what I said happened will happen. And this is proof, my friends, that your boy Mike Odyssey has his finger on the pulse. I could see things happening before they happen. let me go ahead and share this little piece of information here. Remember earlier in the stream, I said that I gave you guys a little bit of information on Fire Emblem's Fortune's Weave. I shared that the fun fact that a mainline Fire Emblem game, ever since there have been Nintendo Directs, have never been announced outside of a Nintendo Direct, right? Mainline, not the remakes, remasters, or even the Warrior ones. We're talking about the mainline Fire Emblem games. Neither of them have ever been announced outside of a Nintendo Direct, and so that's the reason why it's the only game out there which was announced in last year's Nintendo Direct and still has not gotten any information out there. And I said Nintendo likes to do art books and they like to do collectibles with Fire Emblem, and they want the biggest stage possible. Well, here's a story that collaborates that. Here is a story that collaborates exactly what I've been talking about. Let's go ahead and read here. This is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. It says Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave gets art book with a page leaking online. There you go. We are eagerly awaiting the release date for the upcoming Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which will inevitably be revealed during the next Nintendo Direct presentation. Ahead of that, what seems to be an official art book for the strategic RPG has had a page leaked online, and it appears to be legitimate. It will be interesting to see if the remaining pages find their way online ahead of the game's release. So here we have some pages of an art book for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I'm only going to share this just a little bit here so you guys can see it. Not too much because I don't want ninjas to come after me. But it's right there. These are the leaked images showing some it's just showing some of the when they were designing the costumes for the character, outfits. And so I earlier mentioned that Nintendo loves doing these art collections, special edition for Fire Emblem games. And so that is exactly what we might be getting in the upcoming Nintendo Direct. So let me go ahead and get let's see here. Okay. So let me share another piece of information with you guys here. That is not the main screen. This is the main screen, is it? No, that's not the main screen either. Screen? What happened to the main screen? Why am I on the side? Why am I on the side? Okay. This let's go back. Let's get that image. Desktop. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what Nintendo loves to do with Fire Emblem. As you can see here, they like releasing these collectible editions with the art book, right, with stickers, with pins and music and the special edition box. And so this is what they're doing with the Fire Emblem's Fortune's Weave. Mark your calendars. It is today at the June 1st. I've been saying this a lot longer than today, but mark your calendars, June 1st. My God, as you said that we're getting a Fortune's Weave art collector thing, and you guys already saw the leak there, so that's pretty much confirmed at this point. But that's what Nintendo likes to do right now. Give us some Fire Emblem Weave. We'll find out. How do we know if it's real? Well, we don't. We'll find out. But it's something Nintendo likes to do. As you can see here, this is something they're known for doing with Fire Emblems. And so it's just a matter of time. Before we see what they have planned for Fire Emblem. I believe it's a this year game, maybe August. I think it could be August. I think the new Fire Emblem ends up being a 93 on meta. That'll be good, actually. New Fire Emblem ends up being a 93 on meta. Wow. That'll be one of the highest rated games for this year. I do. My God, do you think we'll get a Smash Ultimate Nintendo Switch 2 edition announced with the tagline "Everything is here"? Say what you want about NS Nintendo Switch 2 editions, but Ultimate is the only Nintendo Switch 2 edition I want. I mean, how bigger can you get? Unless they add other fighters that are exclusive to Switch 2, other levels, other fighting scenes that are exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. That will be incredible. I mean, of course, the visuals will be better. Cutscenes will look more, high graphical. The cutscenes will be better. The movements will be great. Frame rates, big deal for the game, especially if you're playing on 1080, 120. But this will be a very exciting announcement for Nintendo Switch 2. And I think that a lot of people will be crazy hyped for it. And even more if they announce, let's say, Nintendo Switch 2, they announce 5 more slots and they reveal 1. Then they will do more announcements later on, revealing other characters that are only on Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, there's a big chance. There's a chance because not Fire Emblem. Smash is already a big enough game that's all they have to do until at least the next Smash is on the way, if there's one. But yeah, I agree. I think Smash will be incredibly hype, and if they do add characters that are only on Switch 2, that could push a lot of people to kind of buy the game. We got Joey CJ in the house. Sorry I'm late. Working and lurking. What's going on? What's the deal? We're just talking here. Nintendo Direct happening this week. We got Kai Gardening. Actually made it to a live. Hi, Mike. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. I normally end my live streams at an hour, but I decided to stay for an extra hour because I normally don't live stream that much because of course I'm not in my studio, but I decided to live stream an extra hour to spend time with you guys because I miss you guys, right? I miss hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys and stuff like that. So I decided to live stream an extra hour to hang out and talk all things Nintendo. So yeah, Joycey, we're just clarifying. We just clarified earlier in the show that the June 4th Direct rumor wasn't really a rumor to begin with. It was more of a speculation that Attack the Backlog was talking to Andres about. He was just speculating. He was just kind of assuming, saying, "Hey, why is Sony doing their presentation so early? Maybe they found out that Nintendo is having their presentation right before Summer Game Fest, so maybe that's why Sony's doing this." They were just kind of speculating like that, and somebody ran with it, took it to whomever who, and then started running that rumor, and so that's where that came from. Yeah, I expect alongside almost everybody in the chat that next week will be the date for the Nintendo Direct. So with that, this Friday is Summer Games Fest. We might do a predictions podcast the day we find out when the direct is. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But yeah, here we have what we think Nintendo will do with Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. We haven't taken a look at the Nintendo lineup in a while, so how about we do that? How about we look at the calendar? That press admin and okay. Yeah, we haven't taken a look at the Nintendo Switch games lineup in a while, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at all that. And where do we start? Pocopia. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. So, okay. We are officially in Star Fox month. Interesting and exciting. We are officially in Star Fox month. All right, so here we got what we got. Here is the upcoming lineup for Nintendo Switch games, first party games. We just got Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Don't know what I still haven't bought that game, so I don't know if I get it. Star Fox is this month. Star Fox is coming. When is it coming? Coming on the 25th. So Star Fox is launching on June 25th. Then we have Rhythm Haven Groove launching on July 2nd. Then we have Fire Emblem. First thing, Splatoon Raiders. Jeez. Splatoon Raiders is another one game coming out next month. Rip Wallet. This is nuts. How you know, I'm a content creator, but I don't think I can afford all these games back to back unless I get a sponsor. I get a sponsor to sponsor my games. So we have it's Rhythm Haven Groove and Splatoon Raiders. And then of course we have Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave without a date, but still with 2026 on the date. Let's see here. Okay, let me go ahead and I wonder if I can open this over here, and that way I can share it better. Okay, let's see. Will it open? Let's see. Okay, try me. Maybe log in. Okay, fine. I'll do it. There you go. Okay. I think that's it. I don't remember. Man, no, that's not it. Maybe. I'm trying to be a villager now. So these are the five of the upcoming games here. Hello from Ireland. Wow, we got people from Ireland. Look at that, Ireland. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time. Yes, I agree. Our wallets are not gonna love us. We got Sarah from the UK. Everyone, go ahead and very quickly, tell me where you're watching from. If you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and leave a note in the chat and tell me where you're watching from. Tell me your country. I want to know. I want to know where in the world we're reaching right now. Talking. I want to know where our gamers are, our followers are, around the world. Even if you're in the United States, you can go ahead and then don't put your address. Just put your state. Just put your state. Australia. I need to go to Australia and meet Zalaroth one day. We got Mississippi in the house. I need to go to Mississippi and meet Charlie. We got Oregon, Having Hope, Oregon. So, Having Hope, does that mean that if I send you some money, you can go to the Blockbuster store and buy me a T-shirt? Because that's where the last Blockbuster is, and I really want a Blockbuster T-shirt from the actual Blockbuster video store. I want it. Kansas City, Australia. We got California. I was recently at El Salvador, but I'm now back in the US. That's awesome. East Coast. We got Tennessee in the house. I missed Joyce. I'm watching from my space pod. Is that your note, Joyce? Let's see here. Ohio, we got PA in the house. Minnesota, YouTube, because we have premium, and the USA. Hey, do not share your apartment, your address. I actually live near the last Blockbuster. You do? So you can go. You can actually go over there and send me a picture or a T-shirt or a box. I want one of those boxes that you rent movies in. Ironically enough, man, we've been thinking about planning a trip to Oregon just because of that. The last Blockbuster video. This is a good question. This is a very good question. Let me go ahead and answer it. Do you think we'll get the next batch of GCN GameCube games on NSO in the Direct, since they only 2 games left in the lineup? And do you think Mario Party and Mario Kart will be in it? Yeah, you are right. There are only 2 games that have not yet been announced: Mario Sunshine and Pokemon. You want some shillings? Yes, get some shillings. Pokemon Coliseum, if I'm not mistaken, it's Coliseum. Those 2 games that have not yet been announced. So I feel like Nintendo will announce those games before we see anything else. But I do believe that maybe Mario Party will be next. Yes, it'll go in. It's Nintendo's first party title, so there's no reason why would they, you know. So yeah, I think we're close. We're close to seeing more games announced. Yeah, they should hopefully give us at least the next batch of games. I don't know whether they're going to give us release dates in advance. They just announced Donkey Kong Country, that's Nintendo 64, but still. And they gave us a date in the future. But I wouldn't rule it out for Nintendo to, there will be some type of NSO update in the Direct. There will be some NSO update in the Direct. Whether it's GameCube, I don't know, but we hope so that we see something like that. I like it. You have a hoodie from there? Come on. You have a hoodie from the thing, from the Blockbuster. Let's see. I'm looking for Joyce's comment where she tagged me. Let's see. I'm going up to see if I can find it. Let's see. Don't see it. I don't see it. I'm already at 7 o'clock and don't see anything. It won't go back that far. The note before the one I tagged you. Yeah, it wasn't over an hour ago. Can't see it. Let's see here. I live under the North America continent. So South America? Awesome. Pokemon Coliseum. Yeah, Twilight Princess has to be on GameCube very soon. Wow, a Sunshine HD would be awesome. Be interesting too. But that game is way too valuable for NSO. That game is Sunshine is way too valuable for NSO, and I think it's already been announced. So Sunshine has already been announced for NSO. It's already in the lineup. It just hasn't been given a release date. But Sunshine, there's two games: the Sunshine and Pokemon Coliseum are on the way without a release date. So those should be the next two games for GameCube. We have Wind Waker on NSO, but it's not the Wind Waker HD. It's the original one. Although they did mention there were some things. Okay, it says here. Did you get Dream a little more? It's 10 gifted membership. It was at the start of the stream. Really? Hold up. What in the world? I did not get this. I am so sorry. Thank you, Joycey. That's why that's why I get a disability check, because of my eyesight is bad. But oh my God, 10 gifted memberships from Dream a little more. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Dream's still in the house. I'm so sorry, Dream. Sorry. I did not see it. And the thing is that I have this thing here. I thought that I would actually not miss it because I have this thing here, but I guess I still did. But thank you, Dream, for the 10 gifted memberships. This was what? What time was this? Let me see. How did Joycey see that? My goodness. 617. 617. Wow. 67. 667. I cannot believe I missed that. I'm so sorry, Dream. I appreciate you more than you know. You know I appreciate you more than you know for all your support. You've been an amazing person here to have, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you. And I want to welcome everybody who has accepted Dreams memberships. I hope you guys enjoyed all the new content that is coming out. I'm uploading some unedited videos from Super Nintendo World. I'm also uploading some unedited videos from the Nintendo Switch 2 experience for the members. So yeah, thank you so much, Dream, for your support. I appreciate you. I just didn't see this. My brain and my sight is not working like it should. But I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna leave it on right here for a little more. I'll leave it on till the end of this. I'll leave this the gifted memberships on the screen for until the end of the stream. Appreciation. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Because it's been over an hour since you did it, and I feel bad. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. What do you think about the Nintendo Direct would be most likely to end? Ocarina of Time, Smash. Let's see here. I think that the Ocarina of Time remake is shown at the beginning of the presentation. Wait, I saw that one. Thank you. Wait, hold up. There you go. Dream a little more with the 10. With the 10 gifted, 20 total. Thank you so much, Dream. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for forgiving me for the first one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. And welcome everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for joining our memberships. There's a lot of goodies you guys can enjoy as members, including content, unboxings. Actually, I have an unboxing that I'm going to upload today. I got a box in the mail I was never given. It's been in the house for a couple of months. I don't know what's inside anymore. I'm going to unbox it for the members. But thank you, Dream, for your support. I appreciate you. And to answer the question, I think that the Ocarina of Time will be announced during the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda remake at the beginning. Okay, at the beginning. So it's gonna be like the first announcement. Right after they say, welcome to the 40th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda, blah, 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 blah. We have some special announcements. Here is the first. And the very first announcement will be Ocarina of Time remake. Okay? The very first announcement. The last announcement for the Direct, the very last announcement, the closing one, will be a teaser for the next 3D Mario for 2027. Okay? Again, those are predictions. They're not. I have no sources in the gaming industry. I do have some in the movie industry just because of where I went to school. But I don't have any sources in the gaming industry, only in the movie. And I also have sources in the theme park industry just because I live in the theme park capital of the world. But these are speculations. The first announcement will be an Ocarina of Time, and the last announcement will be a 3D Mario teaser trailer for next year. That'll be the thing. That's the thing. I love the gratitude for Dream. I love the gratitude. Look at this, everybody. So grateful. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, chat, for acknowledging Dream also, you know, for those amazing memberships. Those are gifts, guys. Those are really amazing gifts because they give you access to not only emojis. So if you accepted a membership just now, you have the floor. Go ahead, and because it's your first time, you can spam all the emojis. Actually, every member, go ahead and spam some emojis while you have them right now. Let's do a little spam party. So if you are a member now, if you have accepted a member, let's do a little emoji spam party. Just use the emojis for the members. Okay, the member emoji spam party in the chat, and then tell me which of all of them are your favorite. I think we have another emoji to go. We have another emoji to add. So actually, you guys can let me know right now what other character you'd like to add as an emoji. Luigi's Mansion 4 is another character. Is another one. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 4 is another one that I'm looking forward to. So, good news. I have another slot. Dream has unlocked another slot for a brand new emoji. So, How about out of all the emoji characters out there, Dream gets to pick the next emoji. So what emoji would you like to see there? What character emoji? I can go ahead and add that emoji right now. Actually find it and then add it. We got we don't have Isabella. Do a Joy-Con, Animal Crossing. So we have Zelda. We got Zelda. Oh, you mean Zelda? Asking Princess Zelda. Zelda. Okay, so Princess Zelda. All right. So that emoji is coming right up. So Princess Zelda, right? Okay. Let's do Princess Zelda. Okay. Yeah, we have a link. Okay. All right. So next emoji is gonna be Princess Zelda. If we have another slot for another emoji, we'll do Animal Crossing. Okay. Thing is going nuts here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's see. My computer's messing up a little bit. All right, so we have a Zelda emoji coming up, and we'll add, if we have an extra slot, we'll do the Animal Crossing emoji. Echoes of Wisdom. All right, Echoes of Wisdom. So a Zelda Echoes of Wisdom emoji. Okay. That is going to be the emoji. Okay, there you go. Oh my god, okay. I see the mouse over there. Alright, got that one. Let's see if I can get this mouse. Okay, there we go. That's the weirdest thing ever. Okay. So let me get that Echoes of Wisdom emoji. Zelda. Echoes of okay. Oh my god, that's adorable. All right, let's take a look at some Echoes of Wisdom emojis. That one looks good, but let's see. All right, let's see. Does not look like an emoji. Okay. All right. I got the emoji expression. Would you like for it to have? Dream. So, what expression would you like to what expression would you like to express on the Echoes of Wisdom emoji? And he said, emojis are to express yourself. So we need to have an expression on Zelda, like surprise, happy, sad, mad, tears. What else? Excited. So yeah, let me know. Fierce. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, let's see here. All right. It is currently in the works. Cooking right now. It's cooking. We got a fierce emoji of Zelda from Echoes of Wisdom coming up. All right, it's baking. Okay. Once it's done, I will show you the emoji before I add it, okay? So once it's done, I'll show you the emoji first before. Oh, that's not. No. I mean, that is fierce. That is fierce, but that's not Zelda. That is fierce, but it's not Zelda at all. Not even one bit. Not even one bit. Okay, let's be more specific. Still should be cute. Yeah. It's still gonna be cute. The top down Zelda, adorable. Chibi, kind of chibi look, right? How does it not have Zelda? Show us each one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I'll show you guys, and then I'll let you vote. Do. Yeah, if we have a room for another emoji, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll do Isabel also. Isabel, what kind of expression for Isabel? Okay, so here is all right, here's the first one. All right, so here is the first one. I already got the first one. She does look pretty fierce. She looks fierce. I'm pretty cool too. Let me get the Happy or love Isabel. So happy or love Isabel. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get to choose from two of interesting. They kind of look the same. All right, let's see. Okay, the first one's coming up. First one. Let me go ahead and remove this. Upload the picture. Image of Zelda. Okay. All right, here she is. let me go ahead and lower this right here. Let's see. Where is the chat? Chat. So that's the first one. She looks fierce. She looks fierce. You wanted fierce? That is fierce. All right, so you guys like that one? We got Samus Prime 1 celebrating 10 months. Thank you so much for your support. "100% fierce." Yes, we love it. She does. That's my fierce. That's my face. I mean, there's a line. There's a very, very, very thin line between fierce and mad, because if you're fierce, there's some aggressiveness to it, right? You're not just like tamed fierce. You're kind of amped up feared, right? Feared. Like she looks like she's amped, like she's fierce, like she can't. Nobody's gonna get in her way, right? So there's a very fine line between fierce and mad. You have to be a little mad to be fierce. You have to be a little mad to be fierce. You know, be a force to be reckoned with. You think next week? Oh, okay. So shout out to Gina. Now let's go ahead. Let me show you the next one. Let me show you the next one. Okay, let me show you the next one. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so I'm working on one more. I'm working on one more, so you guys can choose. Okay, that's the first one, and it is fierce, right? It is fierce. So it's like Zelda. She can defend herself. All right, so while this is cooking, if you have just joined us, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We just spoke about the Nintendo Direct, right? The rumor about the June 4th Nintendo Direct. We clarified that. And so that rumor wasn't really a rumor. It was more of a speculation in a speculation collab between Attack the Backlog and Andre's Restart, and so they were talking about the reason why they were speculating on why Sony moved their date up to the 2nd, which is tomorrow. And so they were speculating that maybe Nintendo, they heard that Nintendo was doing theirs earlier. So that is that. It wasn't really a rumor. It's not a rumor. It's just they were just speculating. And so that squashes that little thing there. But we are expecting a Nintendo Direct next week. And yeah, so next week, 40th anniversary of Legend of Zelda Direct, alongside a presentation of the Legend of Zelda and a full Direct. Here is the next one. All right, so here she is also fierce, but she's giving you like a smirk, like I want to get you. I got you. That kind of fierce look. First one's better. I mean, they're both fierce. One is more aggressive fierce, and then the other one is more tamed fierce, like I got you. You know? But you have to, it's whichever Dream chooses this one. So which one is it, Dream? If she's still here, is it the first fierce or is it the second fierce? I can try to put them next side by side. Let me see if I can put them side by side. Let me see if I can put them side by side. Okay. This thing. I want to. Preview. All right, and then we got. Okay, we got that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of both of them, screenshot, and share it here so you guys could see Fierce A and Fierce B. Which Fierce is it? There you go. We got Fierce. Let me go ahead and hide the chat real quick. Here we got Fierce A and Fierce B. First one is kick your butt fierce. This is just a smirk. We won't see. First one. So first one so far. Yeah, the eye color you can't see when it's small, but you see the expression. So smirky feel, smirky fierce, or like determined. I would say determined fierce, kind of like, you know. The one on the left, you see her neck in the second one. You do see you see her neck in the second one. Yeah, because the other one is more emoji with the hair, more like an emoji head, and the other one has a neck, I guess. He has a neck with the gold brace. The second one, which is the one with the neck. So is the one with the neck. Okay. Let's second one. Okay. Second one. Let's go ahead and add that emoji right now. Emoji. Member. We have a total of 142 members. See here. Emoji. All right. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Save and publish. Okay. Let's get that. It should be updating any minute now. So in just a little bit, you guys can go ahead and refresh, and then you should have that new emoji up there. New. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just go back over here. It's not working out. One. Okay. One. Okay, perfect. I'm just resizing it to the specifications they want. Okay. Okay, got that. All right, perfect. Let's get that there. Export. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And all right, place that one with the new one. Okay, that was good. All right, changes have been saved. I would refresh. Let me see. Refresh your you remember refresh your page to see if you get the new emoji already added on there. Right now, I only had one more slot opened. 2 fans is that awesome. So yeah, I only have one more slot opened. The other slot opens in when we grow by 17 new members, the other slot opens. So let me know in chat if you guys get that. Did you get the new emoji? There you go. Working. Mhm. There you go. New emoji. Everybody thank Dream for that new emoji that she unlocked. So now we have a new emoji in the family. This thing is not working correctly. Hey, this one. There you go. There we go. Okay. Got that right there. Let me add the chat. Okay. All right. All right, so that's the new emoji. That is a cool emoji, and we were missing Zelda, so now we have a fierce Zelda. The next emoji when we unlock one will be the lovey-dovey Isabelle from Animal Crossing. We'll do like a little lovey-dovey Animal Crossing Isabelle once we unlock that one. All right, so we have hit the 2 hour and 30 minute mark on the live stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I am live streaming tomorrow the State of Play, so you guys can join, help us grow the audience here on our live streams. I appreciate everyone for being here on X YouTube, Twitch, and that I think that those are the three that we're streaming to, right? I appreciate everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, shout out to Dream for the gifted. Let's see here. Shout out to Dream for the first 10 gifted, then the next 10 gifted, and also a big shout out to ESA Samus Prime 1 for celebrating 10 months of membership here on the channel. You guys are fierce and you guys are awesome. I will see you guys in the next one. Before I let you go, don't give up. Never give up. And journey on. All right. Next time when we have the unlockable amiibo, we'll do Isabelle. All right. Take care, guys. Peace. Let me find the exit thing here.